Alright, so I got a topic earlier. I should have done it earlier, but I had some shit that I had to deal with not too long ago. But yeah, so the topic that I got was how soon is it to bring your kid around strangers? To be honest, I don't ever think I think it's easier when they're kids, because when they're like infants or something like that. I mean, once they're able to talk, you know what I'm saying? Like before they're able to talk is probably the best time, because whatever they see, they can't really, like, you can be able to tell by their actions, and you can really read a child by how they act versus what they're saying, because they can't really verbally put together a sentence that, sometimes will actually make sense, because, they're still trying to comprehend the English language. But when it comes to any of the friends that I deal with, whenever my son's around, I normally just act normal. Like, if I'm going somewhere and I have to, go see my friend or something, I'm just like, hey, I'm going to see my friend. That's it. I don't really introduce him, when I go, like when I go out and stuff like that. Like, I don't really be like, oh yeah, this is my son Jordan, this is so and so, because it's really none of his business. My friends have nothing to do with him. Now, if you're talking about being in a relationship with somebody and this is the first time that, you're meeting the child, then I think that if you're planning on being with that person, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say not to bring them around, but, wait at least until you know that this person is going to be around for a while, because, you don't really want to bring such young kids around somebody that you're going to quote unquote call your significant other, and then turn around and, my big thing is, lead them to disappointment. You don't want to sit up there and be with somebody and then all of a sudden, the person up and leaves. What if your child ends up getting attached to this person, and maybe y'all can, just hit my nose ring. Fucking hurt. I had to re-pierce it because the fucking hole closed up, so it's a little tender. But yeah, because it could be a situation where your child ends up close to them, or vice versa, and what if it gets to a point where y'all can't even talk to each other, and your child actually misses them? Like, what are you gonna say? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be like, oh well, they left you because of this and this. Like, you can't take your anger out on your child like they were the reason of the situation. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I just find it difficult, because like I said, I've been with the same person for about, I don't want to say a year, but she's been around for a while, so he knows who she is. But the thing is like, I don't know. I don't really know where I was going with that. But you see what I'm saying? Like, they never used to like chill or talk on the phone and stuff like that until after about, let's see, about like 6 months ago. I mean, it's still new to him, but like I said, he likes the idea of having two moms. He thinks it's awesome. So, I mean, it doesn't really bother him at all. So, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I think it really just depends on the person. You have to be able to trust that person in order to let them around your child. And, you just take it slow. Like, don't rush it, Don't force your child to be also involved in the relationship as well. Like, you need to understand that there's going to be, y'all have to establish boundaries. Like, certain things you can and cannot do with this child around, and blase blase. But like I said, it depends on the situation.